Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God.
When Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo was asked this question,
You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success.
he gave an answer that would make John Wooden proud.
If you've never, I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it. You know, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. That's what you're telling me. No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why you asking me that question?
Giannis then tops it off with this.
It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful. Some days you're not. Some days it's your turn. Some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year somebody else is gonna win.
And then reiterates he meant no harm to the reporter.
We were able to win one. Hopefully we can win another one. You know, sorry that I didn't want to make it personal because you asked me the same question last year, and last year I was in the right mind space to answer the question back.
So let's discuss. This answer, I guarantee it, is going to be one coaches show at all levels of sport to their athletes. Now, from the Bucks' perspective, the season was great. 58 wins. I, like many, picked them to come out of the East. It's a big if, but if Giannis was healthy and did not have that hard fall when Kevin Love took a charge, this series, in my opinion, would have ended very differently. However, he was injured. The Bucks missed him dearly. After all, he is an MVP candidate, though many writers will likely give more votes to Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. It goes without saying, the Bucks had this game late until Miami and Jimmy Butler went on an insane run to force overtime and knock off the top seed. Following the numbers, Giannis was great when playing. But in the pivotal Game 5, an elimination game for home favorite Milwaukee, Giannis went 10 of 23 from the line. As a team, they shot 28 of 45. Not good. With 2.5 seconds left, the Heat ran a play for Jimmy Butler at the rim, who caught the inbounds one-handed and tied the game with half a second left. The Bucks had a timeout, and they would keep it in their pocket. They would not use it. It was shocking. Then there's the last possession in overtime, with Grayson Allen not even getting a shot off as Pat Connaughton points at the clock, which is a tough way to lose. But for many, they point to Giannis's answer, which also, I got to be clear about this. The reporter did not, if you're thinking about it this way, get like chided and get crapped on. No. It was an open-ended question, and he received a bulletin board, one of the great answers that we have seen in a long time from an athlete. There's also this. Northwestern University conducted a study co-authored by professors Deshaun Wang and Benjamin Jones and postdoctoral researcher Yang Wang, who compared career success across young scientists who narrowly missed grants from the NIH and those who narrowly won them. The researchers discovered that in the 5 years following the original grant applications, the scientists who did not receive grants ended up having more successful papers than those who received them. Wang would say, "We had to look into failures instead of success. Our idea was to investigate the nature of failure." The Daily Northwestern's Emily Sakai would write in her piece, "The researchers chose to study a group of 561 narrow win and 623 near-miss scientists and compare their future career success. Their analysis found that in the following 5 years to be exact, the scientists who missed the grant would go on to produce top-cited papers than those who received it, which ran counter to their initial hypothesis. Those who persevere, who fell short but kept going, are the ones who outperform those who actually got the grant in the first place, Jones said. They take something from the failure experience that gives them greater wisdom or makes them try harder going forward. The reason I wanted to put this in is because I am a firm believer that failure, although incredibly difficult at the time, does make you better. You learn lessons from it. You alter it for future experience, and it makes you better. And I believe what Giannis is saying. The goal, obviously, is to win a championship every year, especially when you have a Hall of Famer like Giannis, and Drew Holiday, if I'm being very honest, in their primes. Although Drew's aging, little, very little. But you have Giannis in his prime. You have a very good team, a deep team. There was an injury that happened, and they fell short. But I do believe everything that he said in that quote, and then some.